gonna make this quick as I can because it's hot and I want to be near the fan, and I'm also not in the walk-in closet. And also, my voice is a little dry. Again, guess must be the heat, the change in weather and stuff. Okay, so this is a little update from the previous Doggie Cafe, which I explained about current events, mental health and such, and me having to, well, or rather, to keep it short, I'm not really. I I didn't write any notes, but I basically what I said is I read a medical file on me being neurodivergent, having health problems such as chronic, not even chronic, long term depression, long term anxiety, and overall that affects the wiring of the brain. So, and when I read that stuff, which is from long ago, I hardly peeped into it, and I read it like last month. So when I read it, I basically shut off. I shut off completely, and I didn't know what to do with myself because basically what I believe is that this is how things are. I'm not quote unquote normal. I don't think normal. My brain's not wired normally, not typically anyway. And I thought things are just going to be harder from here on out. But I should have known that, I mean, especially throughout the years. But it's painful now because so much time has passed, and it's like I ignored my own self, and I kind of dislike it. But apparently that is a common thing that neurodivergent people do is try to quote unquote fake being typical. But well, let me start off by saying that I don't have any intention of harming myself. I'll get that out the way. No harm, no suicidal thoughts. So let me just get that out the way. So that's good. Yeah, I think I'd be really really sick if it came to that, and I still need to go to the doctor because there are other things I need to look into, which I also explained in the other video. Oh, the word was follow up. Yeah, follow up on the previous video, which you could just press the AI button, and I think it makes a good summary of what I was talking about. So, autism, yeah, I was really hard on myself. I still am, and the only thing I can really do is do research. I'm still. I mean, I stopped. I just went to work. I lay down in bed a lot, and I didn't. I just kind of stopped reading. I stopped watching my favorite shows. I was basically beating myself up, and I just didn't know what to do. I still don't know what to do. All I can do is read it, and it's more painful because, like I said before, so much time has passed, and I feel like I just I couldn't get through much. When you're autistic or have Asperger, and well, autistics on the autistic spectrum, your brain is rewired differently when it comes to communication, when it comes to your physical body, like your motor system, like how you walk, how you, like I couldn't dance, I couldn't ride a bicycle, I had balancing problems, I still have balancing problems. But yeah, the communication thing's a problem. And in addition to the anxiety and the depression, I it made learning harder, and I need to look up into that more. Like, does autism affect your like learning? But how that works? I know damn well. Why am I cursing? I'm sorry. I know damn well it affects your memory, and depression definitely affects your memory. But autism itself will definitely affect your, I believe, your short-term working memory, and I guess that makes sense as to why I forget a lot of things. in addition to the anxiety and the depression. I That's just adding more to it. So apparently, and this might take a lot of my time. This I just something I have to consider. What I apparently have to do is, so there's a difference between, say, let's see, physical damage to your brain versus rewiring autistic spectrum effects on your brain. So when you damage your brain, it's an illness. Autism is not an illness, it's just a developmental disorder when you had as a child, maybe. So say if you had a stroke, and so what happens is part of that brain is died out, and you can't, say for example, you can't move on one side. And so what has to happen is, just that one simple example is that you have to, um I guess the word is retrain your brain to, like, your brain has to lack of a better word, lack of example, stretch that control center of your brain, that those particles of your brain to that affected damaged area, and you have to somehow rewire yourself on how to work in that disabled area, surely but slowly. So, and I'm sure you heard, like, how stroke victims can recover in a certain area they're disabled in, such as the movement. Even it might not be the same as before, but it is possible. So, with the case of me and neurodiversity, I didn't fully absorb into it. So I'm still in the impression that, especially with the depression and the anxiety, I'm still under the impression that a lot of things are a little blocked off to me, for lack of a better word. What- Blocked off. So I'm assuming. Well, like I said in the previous live stream, I had trouble with grades. I It's going to be one of those things where I have to sit down and think about, what was I good at. I need to make plans. I need to write things down. I need to contemplate. And oh yeah, like I said earlier, I am researching, so it's just something. I guess I have to go back to the beginning and just rethink things. So okay, so taking a step back. So what I apparently need to do is, since I'm my developmental accessories, a lack of a better word again, is different than compared to typicals. I just have to find a new way on how to. I just have to rework it. I guess rewire it. I guess so. That's why the title is called "Rewiring the Brain." So we know that. Well, think about special needs. How how you can train. I mean, so what's the point? I mean, you may find untypical, atypical people strange, but there is training for them. I mean, schools. So, what I'm getting at is, this is what I'm getting at. I'm saying is that there are certain things your brain can absorb, if even if the development is different. So in my case, I say I'm bad at math, but is that true? Uh, I'm okay with math, but I just can't do algebra. So I often tell myself, maybe it's just something I have to train a little bit in. So just read more research. So what I got to do is, I I have a book on memory, but I don't know how well it works in terms of, especially short term. When I was trying to remember scripts and stuff, and even Shakespeare, I that's when I started noticing, like, can I really do this? But uh, I think I'm jumping the gun a little bit. I'm going ahead. So what I'm trying to say is oh yeah, when it comes to autism, most people with autism, they have a lot of difficulty with getting work. It's obvious. So what we have to do is um, I don't know what I just read, but when I say rewire the brain, you have to well so when you say rewire it, it just you gotta so if it's well first of all say the brain's not damaged, it's just different. So we just have to find a means to train that area in a certain way. So apparently I'm often told I guess the left side of the brains. I guess my mom used to tell me that well you're very creative, so we just have to find well we gotta put little restrictions on ourselves. We gotta we gotta take time on things. We just gotta because autistic people they're not stupid. We're not stupid at all. People on the spectrum. I mean, we can be lawyers. We can be engineers. It's just some things are different. Like socialization is different. I I can say that easily, but I it's I'm probably just being hard on myself, like I said before, because I just weren't able to get myself to reach a full potential. I guess I haven't been able to. And another thing about the autistic spectrum is that you don't engage in a lot of other things, and just I guess a few things only interest you. You get kind of closed in, so you kind of keep to yourself. So, but whatever that thing is, you keep at, you tend to be good at. So, I guess it's just something I have to find again, especially since I read the stuff and I just got depressed. So I guess it's a matter of well, I forgot what I found, but I didn't write any notes. I guess it's just a matter of well, I don't want to say that autistic people are not social. They don't like to be around people or something like that. I guess it's just a matter of finding what to do or so like I said before, I bought a couple books to help me understand a bit better. But like I said, I'm pretty lost. I'm pretty lost, and I probably got developmental anxiety too, or whatever I said earlier. I had to move. I don't have I don't have my parents. I had to move a bunch of times. It's been what 5 years, and I guess I guess I'm just stressing out, and I had to shut things off. I had to get off the social media and all that. So maybe I should just find that book and just try to find what I was thinking of. Oh, what was it? Understanding personal limitations and analysis, poor working memory. Yeah, so I guess I need a matter of order. I guess I need a bit of guidance maybe. Yeah, probably strengths and weaknesses. But I guess I'm down easily because I feel like I have a lot of weaknesses. I haven't been in school in years, and last time I went to school, I had to drop out and I had very bad grades. But that might had a lot to do with be babysitting a child that's not mine. Maybe things just I guess I'm at a point where things just weren't the way I wanted it to be, but that's a lot of people. And I'm probably at a point where I have to find that. And oh yeah, and I'm also bad at organizing and I'm bad at finances. So I'm just a mess. And I guess I just have to find that new development while embracing my disability, I guess. But yeah, qualities like communication. So I patience. I have enough patience, plenty of patience, and it's not like I couldn't work. I can work, but I guess there's just I think in most of my jobs, I did a lot of work that was physical and had to do with speed, and speed wasn't really my thing. I mean, usually motor systems is tough on autism. Um so conducting research, I guess that's one thing I have to do. Small talk, I mean, in most cases work does not discriminate on what kind of disability you have. I mean, we can get anywhere, right? Even if you have developmental disability or you have physical disability in a wheelchair, uh, that kind of thing. So I'm not sure what was I thinking. Yeah, maybe it's a matter of I'm seeing other people getting into places and I'm not, because again I had to move and I had to move with some family and I don't have my own place, so maybe it's just a matter of I'm useless, that type of thing. So, and I don't know what to do. How do I find that? How do I find what to do? And I tell myself a lot, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't draw, I can't do this, I can't do math, I can't write well sometimes, I can't remember what I'm reading. So, what do I do? So, it's just a matter of what do I do? I don't know what to do. So, and all I can think about is these things are going to take time and I just have to find the answer. By with as much research as I can, get myself motivated, and I'm hoping these books that I bought from Barbara Bissonetti. I think there's Barbara Bissonetti is a certified coach and a principal of forward motion coaching, and then there's Wendella Whitcomb Marsh. She is what is this, MA. She is the founder of Adult Autism Assessment and Services. MA. So she have a master's or SD? So that's really all I can do. Yeah. So what I said before in my previous live, I don't think I'm gonna be doing any more reactions because it's I don't know, because unless it's like a very special occasion, like nobody's around, because the place is hollow. I'm in the attic, so and there's no I can't close any doors at all. So anybody can hear me. So I guess reactions are out of the question and I just gotta tell myself, I think the moment I shut off my social media, I just told myself, this feels a whole lot better. I probably should have done this long ago. So I guess I have to. I guess there's. It's a matter of I gotta tell myself this is better for me. I should look at it this way or that way. I should change. So if I have to sacrifice streaming and doing reactions, which I done for fun, but hey, nobody's looking at the videos. I'm just gonna be straight out honest. I'm watching the Mario Galaxy movie trailer, and that thing getting like 10 hits. Why is that? Because YouTubers are getting boost. Channels are getting boost by various other channels. Plus, they pay YouTube to boost their videos. I'm not getting that. So, and it's just I guess it doesn't seem that fun. And overall, I just the atmosphere here is just making things tough. Um, I'm making another video. What I least want to do, I do want to talk about, I guess, a few of the games that are coming out. Maybe just a little bit. I can at least do that. Some opinions. I think I can at least do that. Especially with with June and Summer Game Fest, and there's gonna be trailers and surprises coming up. I think I can at least do that. If if I have to speak quietly, that can probably work. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be out of the job next week, so I'll have time to think on it. I'll see you soon. I'm gonna go read into these books now while I still have energy. And hopefully, when I do go to the doctor, and that's going to be in September, I'll be okay. Because, you know, girl health, got a lot of stuff going on. And that's it for now. It's also really hot. I'm going to go back to the fan. That's all for now. Oh, yeah, press the AI button if you don't want to listen to me. So you can just read the summary, because I think it's pretty good with the summarizing. And that's all for now. Bye bye.